friends, I'm Stephanie Hansen. Let's go! I've been cooking, eating, and talking about it for years.
This is amazingly good.
Now I'm inviting you along for the ride. Stanley! It's the bomb.
Something you cannot live without.
Meet the chefs, home cooks, restaurateurs, and bakers honing their craft.
Everything is going to blow your taste buds up.
And try new recipes with me in my kitchen. It's simple, it's easy, that looks amazing. There's always something delicious to share. These buds got a taste! These buds got a taste! Let's go! This is Taste Buds. Hi Taste Buds, I am here at Hi in Northeast Minneapolis, Christina Nguyen's James Beard Award-winning Southeast Asian restaurant, and I have her delicious spring rolls in front of me. I mean, these don't look like any other spring rolls. She's got some secrets that she's gonna show us. We're also gonna make the Turmeric Dill Fish that is on the Hi menu, but we're gonna make it with her in her kitchen. Then we're gonna head to my house and make 2 simple noodle bowls that you can make at home. We're exploring Southeast Asian cooking on this episode of Taste Buds. Come with us. Come join us. Let's eat. We are here in Christina Nguyen's kitchen. Thank you for having us.
Of course.
And you might see like Mochi the dog or Tofu the dog, Samoyeds, right?
Yep.
They're super furry and very cute. All right, is it Southeast Asian food? Is that what we call it? Because do you draw from a lot of influences?
Yeah, it's just food from all over the Southeast Asian region. So like, a lot of Vietnamese food, some different Thai, Lao, whatever.
I love it.
Yeah, Malaysian. So there's all kinds of countries represented in our food.
So today, you're gonna make a couple things for me. What are you gonna make?
We're gonna make some spring rolls, just some simple, fun spring rolls that are super easy, and a turmeric dill fish, which is a northern Vietnamese dish.
So when we talk about spring rolls, I'm just curious, like, are there different spring rolls for each region?
Yes, there's different kinds of spring rolls, but I'm just kind of making one that has some stuff that I would just have at home, like, some shrimp and Chinese sausage.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, you can put whatever you want in a spring roll.
All right, so let's get started. We're gonna pickle the vegetables first.
Yeah, we are. So first we're just gonna throw like a cup of this boiling water in here, and then I just have white vinegar, just like a couple tablespoons of that, a couple tablespoons of sugar, and then just like a hefty pinch of salt.
I don't even know what that is.
This thing right here. So this is like a papaya shredder, and it's the awesomest tool for like a quick julienne.
Girl, I gotta get myself one of those.
Yeah, they're at like Asian grocery stores.
I'm over there with the knife, like making these weird little uneven juliennes. Is jicama a root?
It's like a root vegetable. It's not like a potato in the sense that it's like super starchy. Like it's almost like an apple in a way, but it's like kind of got that like more porous texture, like almost like an Asian pear. So then we're just letting this sit for 2 hours or so. Next, we're gonna cook some Chinese sausage.
Oh, I love Chinese sausage.
We're just kind of got like some sweetness to it. It's a lot more cured and harder. Like it's almost like got a salami texture to it. Tofu came right in time for me.
Yeah, you smelled the meat.
And just a little blistered and crispy and awesome. We're gonna take this off, just let it cool so that we can cut it and not burn ourselves. You can just,
that looks delicious.
Yeah, this is like my childhood favorite.
I have a lot of curiosity about these rice paper wraps.
Yeah.
You like Three Ladies brand?
This one's like a little more translucent and thinner, which I like because then it's like a little less chewy.
I'm gonna go with what you say.
This is the ultimate one.
Yeah, you're the James Beard Award winner. Like, I'm gonna do what you say. Look at that. That is the spring roll wrapper. Okay, I feel like you need to do it.
So this is just warm water in a bowl, and you just kind of want to like really lightly get every part that is dry, wet. We're gonna start with the shrimp. We can make little hearts, but
because you can see that on the other side. Yeah, when you flip it. I love it.
And then we put some Chinese sausage in there, get nice and generous with it. Let's do some lettuce. And we kind of want to keep it, you know,
in that
nice and
rectangle,
just in a little rectangle. So I cut some cucumbers into spears, so that will help give it a little structure. And then we got some rice noodles here, and even though we don't really put rice noodles in our spring rolls at high because they have like a nice little egg roll crunchy, so I feel like that's enough starch. In the traditional spring roll, you would definitely want some just to like add a little starch to it and a little heft. And then we're gonna go with our brined carrots and jicama here. And then we're just gonna start putting a bunch of herbs in there. We got some cilantro, which is delicious unless you know,
have the enzyme that makes it taste like soap.
That makes it taste like soap. And then we got some pretty Thai basil here.
Oh, it has almost like a licorice-y kind of flavor.
Yeah, it does. It's got like a little spice to it. So now we're gonna start the part that stresses people out the most, which is the rolling, because you know, it's like there's a lot of things that could happen here. Okay. You can definitely rip it. So yeah, I like to do a fold over, and at the same time you're kind of like dragging the ingredients nice and tight in there. And then we're just going, then we're just gonna roll it like that.
That looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, and you wanna, you know, like it's gotta be like firm. I like it to not be too big. Like sometimes there's like the really giant ones, but you're like, I can't really fit that.
Yeah, you can't be on a date and eating spring rolls and trying to like manhandle that.
I'd rather eat more, you know, appropriately sized spring rolls. Do you want to try rolling one?
I do.
It's gonna be fun. It'll be great.
I don't know if you ever saw me making sushi rolls with Billy's Sushi. It was a little bit of a disaster. He's hyperventilating over here.
Well, don't worry. This is easier, and because the rice paper is the perfect rice paper, you're gonna be like, oh my God, perfect. Okay. Deep breath, deep breath. We're gonna pull it over and just tuck under at the same time. Yeah. And you see how like, you know, it's nice because there's like just the right amount of tapioca content in that spring roll wrapper that it just like kind of sticks. And I would roll the sides in. Yep, perfect.
We want to make this like a rectangle.
Exactly, just so that you don't have that extra. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Now you got it, Just keep tucking, rolling, keep it tight. There you go. Yes, that's looking perfect. That's looking
This is way better than my sushi rolling experience.
Yeah, you did it. It's magic. And this is a great first time spring roll. Like I've seen I've seen some real real wild spring rolls.
Okay, through the magic of television, we've got beautiful servingware. Should we go in for our inaugural peanutty, saucy, spring rolly bite?
Right, I know. This is a fun thing to eat.
I'm a terrible on-camera eater because the bites are too big. The Chinese sausage was sweet, but it was also a little bit crispy, and it gave a nice fatty kind of feeling to the fresh ingredients of the shrimp. I liked the pickled vegetable. That was also really nice because you got a little bit of that vinegar taste.
Yeah.
I think we are gonna move on to another dish. I don't just get to make one thing with you today, I get to make two.
Yes.
We have reset. We have our mortar and pestle. We have our fish. We are making a turmeric dill fish.
Yep, that's right.
I have had this in your restaurant and it is so delicious.
So we're gonna start with some garlic. Half a cup, question mark? Third of a cup, half a cup, whatever. It's a lot of garlic. I throw a little salt in there just so that you don't have like the cloves of garlic like popping out everywhere.
Yeah, give it a little abrasion.
We got some lemongrass here that's beaten, then chopped. This is some ginger that's minced. We peeled it, we minced it. This is some shallot that I also minced up. Again, like you could throw these things in whole, but that sounds like a lot of work to me right now. This is some galangal. It sort of looks like a ginger root, but it is so hard.
Because it is really hard.
Yeah.
Like, how are we gonna turn this into food?
We don't know.
It's like we're eating
We might
twigs.
not. Yeah, exactly. It's twigs. But it's a really like cool flavor. So this is some fresh turmeric, very anti-inflammatory. Yeah, it's super good for you, but also like, you know, it has that kind of ginger spice to it. And I like to get fresh lime leaves from the Asian grocery store. Like you can buy them frozen for sure, but it's just like there's nothing better than a fresh lime leaf.
Oh, this is hard.
Right? I know.
To make it like an actual paste, you'd be doing this
for
all
hours.
afternoon.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start cheating at this point. I have my immersion blender here. Okay, I hope that I don't get this absolutely everywhere. Oh yeah, see, this is way more efficient than
way more
me
pasty.
Pounding it out.
All right, so we've got our paste. What is the next step?
We're gonna make the nuc jam. This is like the Vietnamese, like everything
I was gonna
sauce.
say.
I'm gonna need a little lime juice. Do you
Oh,
wanna help me
boy.
with that? I
Taste
heard
buds, does this
that.
look familiar?
Yeah, I heard that you're like
My friend Jack Leas, yes. He broke it in half. And then at home, like 2 weeks later, I was squeezing it and did it at home and thought, oh my gosh, this is a thing. I'm not gonna break yours, I promise.
If you do, it's okay. We probably need like 2 to 3 tablespoons. And then I'm just gonna cut up a little chili because we wanna throw a little spice in there. If you want to, you could like smash the chili a little bit to like,
Sure, with the side of your knife.
Yeah, just to release those oils. We have some sugar here, and then we're just gonna dissolve it in some hot water. Throw some like chilies in there. Maybe the chilies will help it dissolve.
That looks really pretty.
That seems like some pseudoscience.
Some magic.
Yeah. So we're gonna do about like equal parts lime juice and fish sauce. Yeah, all right. I have found the garlic. It ran away from me, but we're gonna throw some in. We're just gonna throw like a clove in there. Then you could like microplane it in, you can chop it. Again, I feel like we're releasing more aromatics by doing this like funny knife edge thing. Then we're just gonna mince it after that.
That is very balanced too. So there is a little sweet, there's a little spicy, there's a little salty, like it's got all those things. All right, so our sauces are done. We've got our cod.
We're gonna quick mix up like a really, really simple turmeric salt.
I love that idea.
It's nice to like coat the fish for like a little color, also to keep it from like sticking. There's a little turmeric, we have a little salt in there. I like cod. It's just nice and flaky. Like a lot of people will use catfish for this dish, but I'm not like as into catfish. I'm not against it. So we're just doing a quick toss, shaking it off, getting my fingers nice and
orange.
Nice and orange. You can either use like a canola or
sunflower oil maybe?
Yeah, we
avocado.
have rapeseed oil here. Oh yeah,
it
sounds like it'll be hot. We'll give them a little bit of breathing room. Oh man, I think it only wants one more, so.
I like how you talk to your food like I do.
We're gonna pluck some dill and then some scallions. And then I'm gonna cut 2-inch batons that we're gonna throw in later. And then I'm gonna just sneak right behind you here. I feel like they're talking to me. They probably wanna turn right now. So just use our handy dandy fish spat. So much sizzle. We're gonna just divide up some rice noodles, throw some fish on there. We're gonna put a little more oil in because we're gonna go heat up that nice aromatic paste.
Oh, you're gonna cook the paste.
Yeah, we're gonna cook the paste. Yeah, just something that makes it
dancing
super
around
tasty.
in the pan.
Oh yeah,
so smelly and good.
It's dancing around. It's flying on me. I'm getting burnt. It's everywhere, but it's so good. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on here because that's gonna be like where so much of the flavor is gonna come from. Scallion, yeah.
Or scallions.
Yeah. We just want to get them like a little green and wilty, and then obviously dill is gonna like cook really, really fast because it's super delicate.
Just right on top.
Yeah, just right on top.
Okay, so the hairy dill is cooking.
The hairy dill is cooking, and that's it. We don't want to cook it too much, otherwise it's gonna turn into nothing like when you cook spinach, you know?
Yes,
but
it
then,
all wilts down.
So we put a little bit of this on top of here.
That's so
it's gonna
pretty.
be super, super fresh. So now we're gonna garnish this with all of the herbs. This one is like a Vietnamese purple mint. It's called Tiet Do. Got the cilantro, the controversial cilantro.
The
You
Thai
can do a little
basil.
Thai basil for us. I'm gonna do a little mint for both of us, just a little bit. And I mean peanuts on everything, right? Unless you have a peanut allergy. We have our little like firecracker chili peppers that, you know, are super delicious. And then spoon a little bit of this on.
This looks really pretty.
So yeah, so we'll just do a little drizzle. All right.
Ready?
Yeah, we're getting in.
It's like a race to the best bite. The kind of delicious sponginess of the fish with the herbs. The dill cooked is different too.
Right.
Very herbaceous. The vinegar gives you a little bit of tang. Oh, this is just really delightful.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at that one.
We're being too precious about it for sure. Like I could really lose restraint and just tear into this.
All right, let's take our bowls and we'll go chat.
All right, deal.
All right, Christina, you are a really interesting restaurateur to me because You have told me you're not a trained chef, like you didn't go to chef school.
Yep.
So in effect, you're a home cook who is also an entrepreneur who's been able to make it in the restaurant business. And then you won the James Beard Award. I mean,
Yeah.
that probably just feels so amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's surreal. I mean, obviously, like, you know, if it was just me doing this, I don't think I could win anything, but we have such amazing teams. I'm always so grateful that they're like willing to cook my food over and over and over again.
You seem like you have a really distinct vision about what it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
conveying that can sometimes be hard.
Yeah, going from like the food truck to like having more than 100 employees between two restaurants, you kind of have to learn how to lead. And I don't know, we all hope that we're good at that kind of stuff,
Sure.
but you know, you just kind of learn it on the fly, see what's inspiring, see what works.
You're just one of the nicest people in the business. Thank you for spending the day with us.
Thank you.
Hello, taste buds. We are back in my kitchen, coming from Christina's house, and I was so inspired by her turmeric dill fish dish. I was like, hey, how about we turn turmeric into some delicious noodle bowls? The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take these rice noodles, they call them stir-fry rice noodles, and we're gonna put them in this bowl. Nope, we're gonna put them in a bigger bowl. We're gonna put our noodles in a bowl that will hold them. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour boiling water over the bowl, reconstituting the noodles. Oh yeah. I'm gonna add just like a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna use 2 tablespoons of turmeric. It's going to hydrate and color these noodles. It's also gonna flavor them just a tiny bit. I have thawed the shrimp. They're already peeled and deveined. I sometimes leave the tails on the shells, but in a noodle bowl, people don't really wanna be eating those, so we're just gonna pull them off. You're looking at about 2 to 3 minutes aside. There we go. You can already see the tails getting a little pink. A little shrimp. I feel like we are just about ready. Okay, so all of our shrimps are done. So we're gonna add the rest of our olive oil. It's another tablespoon. We're gonna leave all this stuff in here. And we're gonna start cooking about 1/4 cup of red onions. We're gonna add a little bit of ginger, and it's frozen. The reason I freeze it, it's easier to grate into my dish. Now you're wondering, like, why isn't she peeling the ginger? You don't have to, you can eat it. Woo! We're gonna add our garlic. This is 3 cloves. I'm using lemongrass paste that you can buy in the store, and the lemongrass is already pulverized and made into a slurry. I'm going to add some chicken stock, a little pinch of pepper, soy sauce. We're also gonna add about 1 tablespoon of chili paste. Okay, does that look like a saucy noodle bowl situation or what? Okay, we're gonna add our lime juice and strain our noodles out. There you go, little noodlies. You're getting ready to get a spicy bath. Oof, I got a little sauce in the eye. Man down, sauce in the eye. It smells like heaven. Gingery, limey, a little peppery. So we have fresh basil, some of this delicious mint, cucumber bits. This is chili crisp, which is toasted garlic, toasted chili. So there is our turmeric noodle bowl. Now we're talking. Woo! Earthiness of the turmeric, a little bit of the hit of the chili powder, the cooling of the mint and the basil. This is why I love Thai food. You have all these different flavors going on at the exact same time with one bite. I have one more recipe for you, and we're gonna use chicken in this one. This is just gonna be one giant bowl that you're gonna be able to serve up for the whole family. This is a vermicelli noodle. These would be the same noodles that Christina used in her spring rolls. So let's get the vermicelli in here. I've got hot water, and we're gonna let them just sit in here for a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and make a vinaigrette for the noodles. We're gonna start with about 1/3 cup of peanut butter. We're using a toasted rice wine vinegar. If you have plain rice wine vinegar, you can use that. A little soy sauce. This is honey, a couple tablespoons of honey. Okay, this is the magic ingredient. Oh, it smells so good. It's sesame oil. If there was a cologne of toasted sesame, I would buy it. Then we have just a little bit of water to thin it out. In the recipe, we microplane the garlic, but I'm just gonna throw it in here because I'm using the immersion blender. And I'm just gonna give it a little bit of lime juice too. Ready for me, friends? Amazing. Let me check on my vermicelli noodles. You can see they're all coming apart from their little happy clumps. It's like Lady and the Tramp. Just gonna drain them. Okay, noodles. We are going to put our dressing right on top of our noodles. They're still warm, so they're gonna soak up some of that peanut buttery goodness. I'm gonna grab some butter lettuce leaves and line my tray. Okay, I'm also gonna add red pepper that I'm just gonna kind of throw along the outer side here. Toss the noodles with the cucumber here. I've got basil that I've already chopped up. I've got chicken, sriracha. Give it a toss. I wanna get that sriracha paste mixed in. Get it all in our bowl. We are gonna go ahead and put our avocado so that everybody gets a nice hunkily hunk, chunkily chunk. Use some of our basil leaves. Oh my gosh, mint. Nothing says Thai cooking like mint. So I'm just gonna give a final zhuzh of the lime. Add some of our peanuts. I mean, this almost looks as good as something that Christina made. She'd be so proud of me. That is really a beautiful noodle bowl, and it has all of the things that you would have in a spring roll. I don't even know if I can do it. No small bites, friends. This bud's got a taste. Salty, sweet, fresh, fragrant. You're not maybe gonna get any because I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Oh, taste buds, that was an awesome episode. Learning more about Southeast Asian cuisine at Christina Nguyen's house. All of these ingredients really just are fresh and light and delicious. If you wanna make any of the recipes that we made here in my house today, go to fox9.com/tastebuds. See you next time, taste buds.